Today on Z Factory, I take on my procrastinations. Now cue the intro! Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. We got the Dodge behind me. We got a couple things we're going to tidy up on it, little odds and ends. We also got the Mustang here. We're going to go over a couple little things on that, little updates on the clutch install we did previously, 2 weeks ago. And let's get to it. Now, y'all remember the video I did of the power steering install on the Dodge Ram? Remember this little sucker that decided to drop all the windshield washer fluid on my face, and I couldn't really do nothing about it because I had my hands full of hose and tools and stuff? Well, yeah, we're going to handle that. So what happened previously is I was getting a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive. I was getting a little aggressive underneath the truck. Things weren't really working out very well, and I was getting a little upset. I had my buddy here, and he's like, man, I gotta go. And I'm like, just hang on, it's almost over. We're almost done. And I was like, the little rubber hose that goes on the bottom of the washer reservoir, it was in the way. So I'm like, I'm just gonna move that out of the way, and I ended up breaking the nipple off the pump. What makes things even worse is earlier that day, I filled that reservoir up to the top. When you break the nipple off the pump, it creates an uncontrollable flow of non-stop windshield washer fluid on your freaking face. Super annoying, because it's not just like, it's just like dribble, 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 dribble. All I could do was get a new pump. So I went ahead and got a new pump. Slap that in there. We're gonna put it back in the truck. We are running out of light, something fierce right now. So let me just gotta get this figured out here. Okay, we got, that's our level sensor, pretty sure, yeah. Hang that right there. Oh, there's a hose. I found a hose. Now, see, look. There, that broken nipple. That son of a gun. Oh yeah, as you notice, all this power steering, it's dry. So we fixed the issue. Also, I have fluid. So it's fixed. Good enough. Where did hose fell again? Come back, hose. Okay. Okay, there's that hose. Now we are looking for the main power supply. What is that? There's just a random hose drilling on my truck. Alright, I found it. I turned on the light. It's right there. Alright, let's go ahead and get it done. There she is. All hooked up. Now I'm going to get something to get that nipple out of there, and we'll connect that, and then we'll send it home. So I got these. All my good tools are at work. So I'm basically going to take that nipple out of there with these. Boom. Ooh, that light. Focus. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Now, find the hose again because I dropped it. Well, shoot. Alright, guys. Down there, hose is hooked up. That nipple's a little bit bigger than what used to be on her. There you are. Electrical's hooked up. Level sensor's hooked up. Windshield washer bottle's in there. Now let's put some stuff in it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All day pick. Alright, hold on. This is going to be finessing. It's going to be some finessing. Send it! Send it! Send it! Full send. Yeah. Bloop, there you go. Dang. That. Right there. Hose, okay. Hose clamp tails hurt, dude. Look at this. That was like 3 days ago. Now that, oh my gosh. Ah! All right, everybody, just relax. I'm okay. I'm okay. She just got my finger a little bit. It's all right. Watch out for them hose clamp tails. They'll get you. They're gonna get you. Okay, back into the truck. Okay. Damn, that's bleeding everywhere. Power's on. Yeet. Don't worry, I'm picking up my trash. There you go. Anywho, back to where we were. We got the washer reservoir on the truck, finally. I've been driving for like 3 weeks without it. Pain in the butt when you're working Freeport and it's super dusty all the time and you work in a dirt yard and you can't clean your windshield off. Yeah, I go through about a jug of windshield washer fluid in a week on either of my cars. So turn the alarm off this time. Ooh, that light, bruh. Show you what else going on. So this thing has an aftermarket alarm that was installed in '99. You see that crap? This is why I tell people stay away from aftermarket alarms, remote start, all that crap, because this is what they do. None of that in there is factory. What is this doing? Look at all that. I've tucked that up about 5 times since I've had this truck. You know, just kind of tucked it up, you know, wedged it, you know, and it always seems to find a way to fall down. So I'm gonna actually try to fix that, or attempt to. So give me a second to game plan up and we'll see what I can do. I got the kick panel off. This is a 2nd gen Dodge. Anybody you out there with Dodges in general, Chryslers, Dodges, any of that, be extremely careful. All this stuff is extremely fragile, super brittle plastic. What is that? That looks like something I just need to, what in the heck is all that? What is that? Okay. Alright, but it's all a mess, man. This is all not factory. None of that is. None of that is. And I'm not worried about it right now too much. I just need to get that out from my feet. So, wow. Look at it. Wow. What a mess. Okay, there's that thing. Maybe a clock of some sort. I don't know. I always joked with my friends about, yeah, that's my turbo timer, bruh. Anyways. These were some of the wires that are hooked up to it. I'm not sure if there's any power going to them right now. I don't have my tester on me, so all I did was, don't use wire nuts. Let's start with that. But I just put the wire nuts that were on there back on there. That way if they are hot and they ground out and it is metal, I'm going to short my stuff out. So, until a later date, let's chill those back there. There you go. Rip. Done. Okay, making headway. I need to figure out, I'm pretty sure this is all dead end. I'm gonna chop it. I'm gonna wire nut it for now. But now I gotta find something to chop it with. Lost my dang favorite knife. God dang. You do what you gotta do, people, and this is a gotta do, alright? So, here we go. All right, let's see here. Left-handed, looking through the camera lens. Oh, wow. That was actually quite well. I'm gonna put some of these in my work box. Now, wire nut. Because I don't know if it's hot. Usually black is ground, but all with aftermarket, there ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Now I could probably do a quick touch it to metal. That's not a good idea either because I'll probably fry 15 fuses. It's dark outside and it's hot. I just stuffed it all back up in there, man. I just crammed it up in there. What in the heck is that? Oh, heck. I'm gonna have to come out here one day, like, with full devotion and a lot of time to be able to take a lot of this apart to, you know, go through everything one by one, figure out what needs to go, what doesn't. Because I still like having the alarm on here, but it just needs to be, like, revised. The alarm works fine. Get it back in there. Get in there. Yeah, just like that. Well, that's all we have for Grandpa tonight, but let's go ahead and get on with the Mustang. Golly, them lights are bright! There was a subtitle at the end of my video of the clutch install that said it wasn't a evap code, it was a crank relearn for the check engine light. Anytime, this is from late model restoration, anytime you touch the clutch or the flywheel, you have to do a crank relearn procedure. People who can do a crank relearn procedure, Ford, but they're probably going to give you a hard time about it like they did me. I took mine to Dark Horse Performance in Spring in the Houston area. It's North Houston. He showed up, he puts the tuner on my car in SETX4, does the procedure, takes about a minute. He's like, "You're good, bro." That was that. Simple. Or if you have an SETX4, you can do that. If you have an N-Gauge, apparently you can do that. I don't know for sure. I haven't done that. I've seen it done on SETX4. Some people are saying the N-Gauge can do it. Some people are saying the N-Gauge cannot do it. So whenever I figure that out, I'll clear that up. What's happening is there is a trigger ring, basically, that is sandwiched between the back of the crank and the flywheel. And that thing, if it moves the most minute measurement, will throw it off. That measurement can be smaller than you can see with your human eye. You know what I'm saying? It's that sensitive. So my car was running fine for about a minute. Then half the cylinders would drop out for about 2 minutes. Then it would run fine, and then cylinders drop out and run fine. And it's in your best interest, as soon as you finish it, do the relearn. Do not drive it, because I've heard rumors and stories about some people that went ahead and drove it like I did, and they end up with a permanent issue that does not clear up. It just kind of haunts the vehicle for the rest of its life, and that is a nightmare, and that was the scariest thought that could be happening. But luckily, I'm one lucky few. We put the relearn on it, figured it out. This clutch has a 500-mile break-in period. I am on 620.7. I'm going to be brutally honest. 500 miles is a lot of miles, and it's extremely hard to keep your foot out of it. But you are going to want to do everything in your power to not do anything aggressive with that fresh clutch. We'll take it around the block. Yeah, this clutch is amazing. If you are in the market for a clutch, buy this clutch. Don't fool around with nothing else. Like I said previously, this clutch is rated for 800 horsepower. Even if you're not close to that number, that's not a big deal. This is the way this clutch is engineered, that even if you have a stock Mustang, like, it's not a big issue. Like, it still has an extremely soft pedal feel. It grabs nice. There's no drivability issues or concerns. It drives nice. 100% satisfied with the product, and I'll sell it to anybody I can. Also, I have been trying to drive the car less lately because rear tires are just gone. So I'm in the market for tires. I have a 275 40R19 square fitment, although my wheels are offset, 9 in the front, 9.5 in the rear. I was looking at 285 40, 295 35, and a 305 35 or 30. I can stuff a 305 on this rim. The concern with stuffing a 305 on this rim is it's not going to fit correctly. Let's do it real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was 80 and a 30. Relax, Phil. 80 and a 30 will put you in jail. Anyways, good stuff. See, This is why you buy these cars. Cheesing. So 305, it'll fit on the wheel, but it's gonna stuff it up so much that you're gonna lose your contact patch. So you might as well run like a 255. It's no bueno. 275 is a little too narrow, so I go to a 285. And that should fit it perfect. 285, 40, yeah, 285, 40, 19. It should yield me a little bit fatter sidewall, which is what I want. Because when you look up close at my car, my front sits really tight. The rear, there's a little bit of a gap there. So I can stand to have a little bit of a sidewall. And that helps with traction. That helps with launches and stuff like that. Now 295, 35-ish, 35, 40. I haven't seen any fitment pictures of this. I think it's, I just think, I have a feeling it might be too much for that wheel. I am running 1-inch spacers, but it is still a 9.5 wheel. I just think it might be too much. And it's not just how fat your tire is that's going to yield the performance you want. It's the contact patch. So if you got 305 or 295, it's going to do that. You're going to lose it. So you want something that's going to fit it perfect. Now 285s, when I was looking online, they were saying fits 9.5 to I think 11, and now put that on 11, it's going to start pulling the sidewalls in, just like my 275 is on here. So anyways, leave some comments on what tire size you think I should run. I'm leaning towards the 285/40. That also gets me some cheaper options. I'm not going for the cheapest tire, I'm going for the best value tire. I'm not doing any hardcore drag racing yet. I'm not doing any street racing. You know, I'll do a little stoplight run here and there. I just want something that's gonna wear long, good tread wear, because yes, I do like to have fun in parking lots and stuff, at the racetrack, and that's gonna have good traction. And if it has a warranty, that's cool. But it's not like, Anyways, clutch is amazing. If you can afford it, screw it. If you can't afford it, save up your money and buy this clutch. Like there's no other ifs, ands, or buts. Some people are saying, oh, but the Ford Performance clutch is good, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I do not want a clutch to be a limiting factor in my build. If I want to put a supercharger on it, I don't want to go, shit, well, I got to put a better clutch in it because this Ford Performance clutch ain't going to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to what you're doing. Build your car for what you're trying to have later on. You know, and I've always, in all my cars, I've done driveline upgrades before I even start touching motor, because that driveline is going to start popping as you start building the motor up. So go ahead and save yourself a whole lot of heartache. Put a good clutch on it. Put a good one-piece drive shaft. Upgrade the half shafts if you really feel the need to. I don't think 800 horsepower is a lot, guys. Don't let Texas 2K or the internet fool you. 800 horsepower is a ton of power, dude. So yeah, buy the good clutch, buy good parts, don't buy cheap crap. Save your money, do it right, save yourself a whole lot of heartache. Any hoosies, it's been fun. Leave me some comments on what you want to see next time. I'm gonna go switch this camera around. I'm gonna take it down the street one more time. Hopefully I don't get pulled over. And like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.